Hi, I'm Wayward, and this is Command & Conquer Remastered Tiberian Dawn. Have a 1 versus 1 on Quarry between the Hateful Bait as our yellow nod, and AOD Gaming as our blue GDI. This is a pretty long match by Command & Conquer Remastered standards, so I am very hopeful. Also, you tend to get a lot of interesting matches on Quarry because it allows players to kind of defend themselves against that nod aggression, the hyper aggression with their bikes and buggies and what have you. So, looking forward to seeing what Hateful Bait and AOD Gaming come out with. AOD Gaming choosing to place his first 2 refineries back at this large southern field. It would be interesting to have seen another one up there for additional mining, but I like Hateful Bait's layout a little better with he does have 2 refineries in the back, but that third one is out here up front. Always like to check the map vision. AOD Gaming's is decent, and Hateful Bait's is a little worse, but still getting the important bits.
Low power.
The early game, of course, is a little slow here. We do have that third refinery up here. Of course, how things tend to work in Command & Conquer Remastered is you have to creep your base over as much of the map as you can because you can't redeploy your con-yard and move it somewhere else like you can in some of the newer games. And of course, unlike in even Red Alert 1, you have these buildings that are stuck being directly adjacent to one another, so you have all these crazy tricks you have to pull to get elsewhere on the map. Grenadier killing a flame trooper there. Nice wide. Ooh, nice catch. I think this is the next guy that's going to be a victim to those flame troopers. Hateful Bait doing a good job of trying to get all those flame troopers off his turf. And there's an airfield. There's a silo for probably a refinery coming out there. Got silo creeping going on, of course, for AOD Gaming. There's that 4th refinery way out in the middle. War factory up for AOD Gaming, and the first tank coming out. While on Hateful Bait's side, we have a bunch, looks like 5 buggies already. Humvee out for AOD Gaming. Probably gonna lose it if he's not careful. There it goes, it explodes. We'll have to see if and how AOD responds to that. I think we're going to see a 5th. No, we do have a 5th refinery already for Hateful Bait, possibly a 6th one over here. That Humvee getting in, getting a little bit of a scout. Getting a lot of bit of a scout. Very well done. Hero Humvee. Seeing everything his opponent's doing. The sell-off on that refinery, interesting. I actually think it's a good idea. You don't really need that. Humvee eventually does get cleaned up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a second barracks. I think we'll probably see a second war factory coming out soon because, of course, it's really easy to lose a structure in this game, so having redundant buildings is kind of important for GDI. I think that is a 6th refinery for Hateful Bait, and looks like they're going for a 7th down here at this corner field. AOD Gaming trying to prevent that, but that's a really big nod force and not a lot of stuff there for the GDI. So I think this army is going to get cleaned up, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because it's really bad for GDI to lose tanks early this on in the match. There's one going down, not being chased. There it goes. It is being chased. These 2 tanks pulling back a little bit, but this is a really, really big nod force. And as I've said before, the attack bikes actually do trade fairly well against tanks. So AOD Gaming losing some more material here, some more weapons of war. These Grenadiers coming out to try to help, but I think that's actually a really bad idea. I think AOD Gaming needs to be to pull back and consolidate. AOD Gaming doing some power plant creeping up to the side, but I think right now he is just concerned about making sure that he doesn't lose all of his stuff right now. This little push getting cleaned up really easily. Let's see, we have the communication center out for both players, actually, although I don't think AOD is going to have this for very long. Hateful Bait doing really, really well on resources, much, much better than his GDI opponent. Another barracks coming out, a 3rd barracks, I think. Let's see. Is he going to get the cell? Needs to be sold. No, actually managing to push those bikes back somehow. See, that barracks does go down, so I think it's a second barracks. Nope, there are 3 still barracks still. Let's see. How many refineries is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Another fight coming out over here. A 4th barracks? Wow. Committing really heavily to grenadiers is AOD Gaming. That tank gonna go down. Oh no. Really bad tank micro there. Just gonna explode due to all these buggies. There it goes. HatefulBait doing a really good job keeping those tank numbers down and those bike and buggy numbers up. AOD Gaming spacing his grenadiers out a little bit. I think that was with an X since they all moved at the same time. Another refinery. What is that? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. An obelisk out. Really cool to see that. 5, 6, 7. But there was an 8th one. So HatefulBait doing really an 8th. There's an 8th one. 9 effectively with 9 harvesters probably, I think. So HatefulBait doing really good. Has a ton of resources banked up. Much larger army than his GDI opponent. These tanks are pretty good, but it's a really big ball of Nod stuff, and AOD forced to pull back because of it. I think eventually just kind of giving up. Gonna lose another tank, at least, but grenadiers being produced to make up for that. Ton of grenadiers on the map right now. Another attack going on up here with flame troopers to kill the grenadiers, but held reasonably well actually by AOD. No, it's the danger with the grenadiers, of course, that when one dies, the whole ball of them explodes. AOD able to push forward a little bit in the center, but HatefulBait with crazy economy. Again, 9,000 resources. That's nuts. And a second airfield. I think those tanks not going to do much. MLRS for HatefulBait. I don't see those very often. Very cool. And they do tremendous damage, it looks like. Honestly, I've only seen them like once before. So, there's tons of them now. AOD is in big trouble. A second war factory finally for AOD Gaming. I'd love to see him get out mammoth tanks. I don't think it's going to happen. It never happens, but that's what I would like to see. But all these MLRS, all these rocket launchers, this could be really bad for our GDI player. Look at the range on that too. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. One tank up here gonna do nothing but nothing. Grenadiers trying to come out to hold this a little bit. Oh my god, the range on that. Oh my god, that's crazy. And look how many there are. There's like 100 of them. Oh my god. Grenadiers actually managing to kill several of them, but look how many more there are up here. Oh, half the ball is gone. Oh my goodness. I don't see how AOD can come back from this, just the sheer number of these rocket launchers. The tank's doing reasonably well down here, but AOD really behind in resources right now. And, army count too. Oh my gosh. AOD being picked apart on all sides. He's got anything, really. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. A couple of tanks coming out for AOD. AOD actually sells off his Conyard to be able to afford some units. But the MLRS, there's like 100 of them. I mean, not literally. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He has more MLRS than AOD has units right now. The Grenadiers managing to do an okay job down here, but that's hardly anything to speak of. I don't see how anything AOD has could take that out. And we have actually a sell-off from HatefulBait as well. I think probably to just add insult to injury at this point. He's just cleaning up AOD at a phenomenal pace with these MLRS. A couple of tanks, but what are they going to do? Taking out the barracks before the refinery. AOD forced to sell off a decent portion of his stuff to try to make anything happen. There's just too much nod stuff. Grenadiers are all going to explode in a second. Yeah, there they go. Oh, I was rooting for AOD, but these rocket launchers are just nuts. I'm going to be completely honest, since I doubt anyone's going to watch the video to this point. I actually don't even know how to unlock these in the tech tree. I don't... It might be the comm center? There's the last couple tanks for AOD going down. HatefulBait, literally just kind of sitting and waiting and watching. This game really should have been over a long time ago. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with the last bit of the video here. Nice squishing by the tanks, I guess, but feels like way too little, way too late. Harvester exploding. Interesting that he's letting AOD kind of keep this refinery around. Maybe that's dead? He's driving over it. I don't know. That could be a visual glitch of some kind. I'm just gonna go to the end here. Yeah, AOD holding on till the bitter end, but it is a bitter end indeed. Not one of these I don't think has fallen. My God, the range on those. That's amazing. Showing the power of the MLRS, I guess. It even looks like they build like, look, see, this one has got one rocket. Some of them have. It's a nice little detail. And they replenish over time. Last two buildings. AOD making him earn it, making him very slowly kill off all of the buildings one by one. Wow, I mean, I kind of expected a nod win, but this... There's the sell-off. There's the end of the match. My God, that was crazy. Not the tense nail-biter I was hoping for, but still a lot of fun, and I'm going to have to name this like MLRS Madness or something because of all the missile launchers. Anyway, this has been Wayward, and thanks for watching this Command & Conquer Remastered replay. I will catch you next time.